Anyone remember this game? It's called Remember Me from 2013. Published by Capcom, but made by Don't Nod, the team that made like Life is Strange and some other games that I can't remember right now. Weird output for them. Let's not spoil it with the demo. Let's dive right in. I know profoundly little about this game. Never heard anyone talk about it. I've just been curious about it for a super long time. And I actually got it for free in like a Humble Bundle that had a bunch of PS3 game downloads. And it's just been sitting on my hard drive for years and years. Finally, I'm going to learn a little bit about it. I played a bit of Life is Strange and the dialogue turned me off. Maybe I would like it if I stuck with it, but this game was not a hit. Not even slightly. Let's find out what it's all about. There's a nice info dump right at the very beginning because it expects you not to be prepared as you dive in. It came from the era when games no longer had instruction manuals as standard issue. So the game had a lot of the burden of telling you the story right off the bat. I have watched the opening cutscene. Think Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind to reference something even more obscure than Remember Me itself. Possibly. Look at these difficulty levels. Script Kiddie, Errorist Agent, or Memory Hunter. Yeesh, these are the most ridiculous difficulty levels I've ever seen. Let's stick with normal, that seems fair. Seems like these are combat difficulties. Which, if you know Life is Strange, you probably would not expect a lot of combat in this game. I think this is an action game. Let's find out. We can always drop it down if it ends up being too difficult, but I doubt it will.
After our boat sank, I was the only refugee to reach the shore. I held my husband's hand until the very last second. I can still feel the nails of his fingers sticking into mine, you know?
The first night he said to me, "Let's share our memories." I remember I was sort of afraid, but then he smiled and we hit the switch together, and then I felt everything. For the first time, I was living all of his love for me. It felt so warm and so strong that it almost hurt. For the last 3 years, every day has been our first day.
The weather was so hot that day. The streets stank of this awful smell of burning plastic. I walked with the other children across town until we were outside of Paris. No one fired. The war was over. I don't know if I'll ever find the courage to give these memories to my son, but I'm relieved to know that they are all safe and secure.
Thanks to my Sensen, I choose to remember every defining moment of my life. Good ones and the bad. Thanks to my Sensen, my husband lives on. Here and here.
To know 60 years from now, tech companies will still be making terrifying dystopian solutions to the problems of modern society. That was as horrifying as it was meant to be, because we're already going to see a negative application of the Sensen technology.
memory wiped. Sen awaiting new memorial content.
Good day. Can you hear me?
Yes.
What is your name?
Nilin.
What year? What did you say?
Nilin.
Damn. Now that's a first. Not to worry. We'll scrape away those last memories. What year is it?
I don't know.
It's 2084. Do you know where you are?
No.
Not so resistant after all. Thank you for your cooperation.
Is that guy wearing a mask of a human face that he's speaking through? Is that why his lips aren't moving?
Dr. Quaid,
Yes.
this subject is displaying some resistance.
Complete the substitution protocols, then send her to me. I'll erase the last barriers myself.
Yes, Doctor.
Good day. Raise your head, please.
Log stick test.
Thank you. Now stand up.
And the other analog stick.
Please follow the orange line to your next assignment.
We are ready for action. Clearly. In our full body straight jacket. And sci-fi horror Google Home implant. Screw you. I ain't touching your orange line.
Orange line marks your path. Try not to get lost.
Someone help me.
These people have lip sync.
Follow our staff. They will attend to you in good time.
Why did the guy whose face gets crammed right into the camera not have lip sync? Tad unfortunate that.
Please do not worry. Simply return to and follow.
Could just be PS3 version weirdness. Most games in this generation were better on the Xbox 360. The Xbox did not give me a free copy of this game, so here we are.
I don't remember.
So as we know, this is Nilin, and that's about all we know about her. Even she doesn't know much of anything else. I guess they know how to not wipe the, language centers of the brain. Just everything else. So that we can still speak. And understand language. I'm not sure that's how brains actually work. But if it is, they sorted it all out by 2084. I can't wait. Just get in line with other blank people.
Please stand in line and wait for your turn before sitting down on the chair.
Guess they're gonna install a new personality in a process that they've scientifically made painful. Good for them. You know, people would still volunteer.
Move forward. Move forward, please.
Fine, we'll listen to the robot.
Nilin, can you hear me?
Yes.
They're about to wipe your brain, Nilin. Don't let them do it. I need to create a diversion. Be ready to move when I say.
Who are you?
I'm the voice you have to listen to if you want to live.
Don't leave me alone.
Well, we got someone on our side.
Please stand in line and wait for your turn before sitting down on the chair.
Now, apparently they're going to wipe our memories. That seems odd.
Quarantine established.
I guess they've
Please stand by.
sheared off the top layer. Now they're going
That
deep.
got their attention. Nilin, the large metal shutter is going to raise on your left. If you understood me, move your head. I'm linked to your Sensen. I'll feel it.
Just give him a nod.
The door. Go under it. Now.
I'll just slide under this door, sure. It's like an inch of clearance. And Nilin chose the part that was closest to the ground. Slide under. Ooh, are we gonna be a robot for the rest of the game? Hop in the suit, become Samus. This is a Samus origin story. I knew it. Let me in. Ah, that would explain how we'd become an action hero so quickly. Unfortunately, it wants me to walk away from the robot suit.
Patient in restricted area. Coercive unit deployed.
Told you to get in the robot, Shinji. Now it's gonna kill us. Way to go. This is a cool camera angle.
The passage on your right. Take it.
I'm doing that in a cutscene.
Get up. You've got to keep going.
Yeah, it's true. Capcom wouldn't willingly sell this game if our character weren't in the equivalent of a Zero suit. You simply are not permitted to have a female character who does not have a visible ass. You know, I was going to make a PN03 reference, and then I figured it would be too obscure for even this game to have been aware of it. But PN03 was a Capcom game, so they were aware of it.
Whoa. Where am I?
This character might be designed after PN03.
You're almost there. Slide into a casket. Quickly.
Nothing improves your odds of survival more than jumping into a casket. Toss that cocoon out of there.
Please let this be a nightmare.
Now we are going into the Matrix. Still got the film credits. This game came out the same year, and probably later than the Tomb Raider reboot I also played recently. Certainly has a similar vibe to it, and also a similar amount of, like, cinematic, taking control away from the player. Significantly more pseudo-intellectual philosophical bullcrap, though. See, this is why you don't hop into a casket. You end up buried alive.
Are you okay?
No, I need to get out of here. Get me out of here now.
Calm down. My name is Edge. You have to trust me, sis.
I just did, bro, and now I am trapped in a coffin.
I must prepare you for what is waiting outside. The enemy is Memorize, a corporation that has digitized and commoditized memories. They call it Sensen technology, and the world is addicted to it. You follow.
Yes.
You were a memory hunter, Nilin. The best. Other hunters merely pillage memories, but you can remix them. And above all, you are an errorist, just like me.
Why did they do this to me?
You were a revolutionary fighter, and my best agent. We all fought to assure that no firm might build a monopoly on all human memories. But I failed. We were rounded up and imprisoned.
Oh, this is all very interesting, but I really have to get out of this coffin now.
The currents are going to take you to Slum 404. Once you've landed, I'll tell you my plan.
So that is a legitimately awesome premise. The graphics haven't held up. Someone just said in chat that it looks like the Perfect Dark game, which was a launch title for the Xbox 360. And yeah, you're not wrong. This is a very late Xbox 360 game too. So kind of a shame about the character models being so low detail. Again, compared to Tomb Raider, same year. Much, much higher budget. So, night and day difference, I'm afraid. Honestly, I like the name Errorists because clearly we are terrorists who cause technological errors of some sort.
Johnny is crying.
These are some real Psychonauts-ass character designs too, with like the eyes that aren't aligned properly. Like one is higher than the other. All these mutations and stuff. It also seems like we're going to be doing some very Psychonauts-esque stuff throughout this game. Getting into people's memories and manually remixing them. Hopefully to solve their problems, maybe to make their problems worse.
Look. A new us. Oh, pain is shared now. Fear is lost now. A new us. Tears and grins. Lost. Look! A new us. Pain is shared now. Dark pain is lost now. I've been searching a long time now. Fear. Fear. Lost. Tears and grins. Sister, meet.
How about friend? I'm not part of your tribe. Is that it?
These are the poor, pathetic victims of the evil corporation that we're trying to take down. And we have to kill the victims first, so... L and X to dodge. Looks like we don't want to kill them just yet. So let's dive out of the way.
You're gonna have to, Nilin. These guys will kill you. Use your presence.
Yep, but thou must. Press... What is that? Select? Sure. Enter the combo lab. Okay. Combos can be customized with the unlocked presence. Input sequence of a combo is predetermined and immutable. Power presence deal extra damage, use them to strike hard, make a 3-hit combo with the 2 power presence Nilin has remembered. Select a present with L, press X to validate. So this is very, very God Hand-esque. God Hand had kind of a mechanic like this. And it's one of the reasons that I always wanted to check out this game. Because God Hand's whole thing should have been ripped off more frequently. Perform the next hit as you land. Current hit. I mean, it looks like I just have to press square, 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 and I'll do a fancy combo. Yep, pretty much runs itself. Need null. I like the customization. Although we only have 2 options so far. I have read a lot of the complaints about this game that do tend to focus on the lack of availability of the things you can do in the combo customization menu. I.e., the good stuff doesn't get unlocked until way too late.
Leapers. Miserable cast-offs left to rot in the depths of Neo-Paris.
Miserable. Monstrous, more like.
They are the abandoned children of our Sen age. Simply humans like you or I, but cast as shadows of our shame. Something we are meant to fear. Another justification for the errorist cause.
Who's there?
We could probably be doing more to help them, besides beating their asses. But we have established a basic, simple enemy that we can kill in droves. Typically in games like this, they make that, like, morally okay. In this game, they've gone out of their way to make it morally dubious to do exactly that.
You need to get out of here. Go find Headache Tommy. I told him you were back in the game.
Who?
He runs a bar at the top of Slum 404. Start by climbing out of this dump, and I'll give you directions as and when.
I wonder if 404 still means anything in this day and age. It barely means anything in 2023 when I'm playing this. Okay. Platforming. Our Sensen tells us some information. It's not instincts like Lara Croft has. It's bio-implants.
The escape of the notorious criminal Poe. How and how Mechanic Empire #1 escaped from the Amnesia Cathedral. Does anyone recognize Edge's hand in this? He's promised to bring down our civilization. One thing is certain. The number of errorists freely roaming our beloved city doubled overnight, bringing the count to 2. Remember,
that was some inflammatory language. The errorists have doubled overnight, because there's 2 now.
Number 1 escaped from the Amnesia Cathedral. Does anyone recognize Edge's hand in this? He's promised to bring
I like a good, like, news report to establish setting and location like that. It did seem to be talking in circles there. Do I just gotta climb back up here? I thought this is where I dropped down.
Up's the only way out of here.
Nope. Thought that's a different platform. We got scary comedy tragedy masks. Yeah, I've definitely been spoiled by Tomb Raider because these platforming animations look significantly more stiff than Tomb Raider, but they still look good.
Edge. Who is this Tommy guy?
Tommy was your closest friend, a former memory hunter who's still faithful to our cause. His bar is in a cargo hull over the canal locks in Slum 404, the Leaking Brain. You can't miss it.
Off to the Leaking Brain. At least they have a good sense of humor here in the slums. I guess in this timeline, people got irony poisoned on Twitter, and then Twitter self-destructed, so they had to take the irony poisoning into the real world. Just like our timeline.
The meat stinks.
Don't gotta kill that guy. They do seem to like the phrase tram brain, tram pain. Writing that all over the place.
Food served all day at the Leaking Brain. Today's specials:
crunchy crab cake a la Tommy, and sewer shrimps in slum sauce.
Look at that gaudy font. Beautiful. There was some French writing because we were in, I think it was called Neo-Paris. But they gave up on that pretty quick. Now everything's in English. French is just a crazy dead language. We could slide under there. We've slid under narrower passages. Guess there's no collectibles inside. There's a rat. Actual wildlife. I honestly love the world that they're showing me so far. And it looks like this robot here is actually going to lead the way to the leaking brain that we're trying to get to. But now platforming.
There, not there.
Weird how we're now, like, in the city itself and no one wants to fight us anymore. An heiress left a memory of a hidden stash for you to find. Study the picture carefully and find the indicated area in your surroundings. Wow. So you've got Mario Odyssey hint art in 2013. It looks like back where we were. But it doesn't really indicate what I should do if I find it.
Where are all the people? There must be someone up here.
Oh, there it is. Geocaching. Collect 5 sat patches. So, yeah, it's a heart piece. So I want to climb up there. There's little, like, sci-fi distance indicators as we get close to things we can platform off of. That update in real time. That's really cool. Not to poison the water, but just so that we're all on the same page, this game has relatively bad reviews. It was not well received. And yet everything I've seen so far has been awesome. So I don't know if it's going to drop the ball soon or if it just leads with its best foot forward or something. Or maybe the reviews are a bit unfair and I'm going to end up loving this game. New type of present available, the regen presents. Regenerate some health whenever I hit anything in that plus sign category. Well, regenerating health is exactly what I need to do. But apparently I can only... No, wait. Yeah, I can slap down a bunch of them. Nope. That's better. Also, the game Nano Breaker had a similar combo customization system. I did not like this game, Nano Breaker. And what does it mean when I put this little warning thing? I have no idea, but this is probably a good enough combo for now. Probably. Yeah, I can't put anything else in there. That seems fine. Am I still allowed to use a broken combo? Let's hope so. I'm doing my... Oh, yeah, my regen combo didn't work because I don't have adequate moves assigned to it. Well, now we know. Let's finish this thing off. Can I unassign this one? Yeah. There's unassign. Take this. Why is it not allowing me to put another punch button in there? Guess that'll do, and then... Using. Oh, you know what? I know square works. So there. Triangle combo, I don't have enough options to fill it up, so it just isn't gonna work. There was some regen. I have become a psychic vampire. There's a big exclamation point there, indicating that there might be some Batman Arkham Asylum stuff going on. I don't know how to, like, counteract these. Probably just by dodging. Yeah. See, I want to do a parry. Get some extra damage in there. Also, the music seems to be changing based on, like, the rhythm of the combat going on. Which could be interesting. If I get good at this. Sort of become a pseudo-rhythm game. Right now, I'm literally just hammering square because it fills my health while killing the enemies. So it is a completely indestructible combo against these enemies. Pathetic as it looks. Brain implant. Want to tell me where to go next? That'll do. No, this is where I came from. What are you doing to me here, brain implant? Of a fool do you think I am? The Leapers were able to climb the walls. Why can't I do that? It's just a fence. Doesn't mean it's easy, but our character seems impossibly physically fit. I guess this isn't where we came from. Just looked like it. What is this thing? Free nanomedical services to all Neo-Paris citizens, which I am certainly not, but I'll take it anyway. And I don't need it because my punch combo refills all my HP.
He told you. He died twice.
And they just give us free access to the cranes that are all over the streets. There was Tommy. Tommy was announcing something over the intercom. I was paying literally no attention whatsoever. But I'm about to go meet Tommy. Hopefully. Honestly, I'm dying for a grab move. Because we have these large drops all around every combat platform we've found so far. And it would be a delight to knock enemies off of these things. Yeah, like that. You can punch them off, but with a grab move, you could, like, do it intentionally. Have more control over it. Reached a PMP threshold to unlock Pressens. Pressen is a very silly name for these moves. Procedural mastering points is what we got. not allowed to purchase any of these. But I am allowed to buy this. What do you got for me? See, they don't name them. It would add more flavor if all of our attacks had little names the way they do in God Hand. Rip off God Hand already. It's always a good idea. It's super weird that I'm only allowed to assign certain things to certain slots in this triangle combo. So even though I have more attacks, I'm still not allowed to put anything in that blank space of my triangle combo. Like right here. Only thing that's allowed to go there is this. But same with the final slot. Yeah. So until I buy one of these two things or one of these three things, I'm not allowed to have a triangle combo. Which means I'll just be hammering square every time I get into combat. So right now, combat is very underwhelming. It basically plays itself. You can see where there would be very much room for increasing the depth of it. But you would have to unlock a lot more options very rapidly. And that is one of the specific complaints I've heard against this game. They just don't give you those options quickly enough. This is a nice little cinematic set piece.
Get off of me!
I wish I'd at least had a QTE there. Well, that's not an instant kill. But he's falling down at me. They didn't even do anything. The Leapers are just that clumsy.
Me! Run! Run! Punish! Give me your face! Your face! I've lost face! Oh, bad child! I lied! The flies are eating me!
Oh no, a big Leaper. Someone hurt his little friend. And now everyone suffers. There's actually a, like, slow down tooltip to tell me to dodge. Like, obviously. Come on. I have played a video game before. Then I immediately get punched in the face. To prove it. Leapers may lurk here. Don't know what that means. Only power presence will break the guard. The first hit in my square combo is a power present. Big guy's got friends. He's very popular. Good for him. Skinner is much stronger. Yeah, the other Leapers are empowering him. That's honestly a bit of an obnoxious mechanic. Deprives you of a strategic involvement in the fight. Because some players are going to want to go for the big guy and take him out first. Ignore the smaller enemies. Others would want to clear out the small enemies so that they can focus on the big guy. This game deprives you of choice. You have to kill the small ones first.
Punch!
They also don't appear to have health bars. I would like a better sense of how much health they have left as I'm killing them. Seems like I'll be able to kill him now. And I will have to occasionally dodge. Yeah, he's dead.
The Leapers are attacking citizens.
Leapers were citizens.
All right. I'll believe you.
Come on, move it. Tommy's waiting for you at the Leaking Brain.
And keep Tommy waiting. He's got a very popular business. Keep running. I'll need a crane, apparently. Which, again, a random schlub with fingers is allowed to operate any heavy machinery they find. Everywhere. Apparently I'm not allowed to climb up there. Gotta go over here, and I can leap across. Nope. Hit the jump button twice. I bet if I keep punching it, it'll fall down eventually. I'm that strong. Yeah. Nice work, Nilin.
The reconversion project by Memorize. Humane responses to barbaric perils.
Up. Not much of a swimmer. Just like Psychonauts. Perhaps this game simply is Psychonauts, and I never realized.
The Leaper threat has been addressed.
Leap across. Obviously.
Serve you faithfully. From sanitation to Saberforce. They have become productive servants of society.
More flavor text on the big screen behind us. If I were playing this myself, I would be sure to check out every last little bit of it. Oh, they have a mural of Alex Mercer, so they have good taste. Even here in the future. They've got bad taste in everything else. This whole world is shockingly dystopian. Even the intro cutscene that was supposed to be selling the technology as like a good thing.
Floating market to
It's
that
horrific.
warehouse. It's a shortcut to Tommy's bar.
You gotta be really physically fit to get to Tommy's bar. You work off everything you drink. On your way home. Good luck calling a cab, though. I was hoping to do some Blood Rain spinning around on that. Not allowed.
Don't let anyone into this district.
I'll buy some fish. Tell me some fish. Clearly it's covered with flies, but that's my favorite kind. Fly fish. Don't need the healing thing. Can't imagine why you ever would need the healing thing.
Try somewhere else.
It seems like this robot is telling me that this is where I need to be. Let me in. Okay. Circle to pick up the Nemist story. The Nemesis NGO gives access to the cultural memories of Neo Paris in an effort to fight all forms of ignorance caused by memory loss. Okay, throughout the levels, can read in the journal. Yeah, we found a lore collectible.
I guess manners aren't the fashion anymore.
Well, this is quite the world that we've been dumped into, so... those weird severed faces we saw lying around are actually being put to use on these androids. So why do they make them so terrifying?
What you brush your hair with? A grenade?
Is that supposed to be like a sick burn? What do you brush your hair with?
Another time, perhaps.
I guess I should at least see what these things that I just picked up are all about. There we go, the journal entries. There we go. In technology. Oh boy, that's a lot of info. Some kind of thing about some kind of glove. So yeah, there's a bunch of weird sci-fi technology that we can find out about. Kid Xmas, one of the most famous reformed mem hunters, revealed in his Xmas show that a true memory hunter can calibrate and personalize his hunt glove to create a unique tool to match his cerebral profile. Kid reckons that the level of personalization will often decide the outcome in a duel between two memory hunters. Interesting. Wonder what Zero Cool's mem glove is all about. Why would you not just have this catwalk always extended? Are there ships with extremely large masts that need to cross through here occasionally? Yep. I do appreciate that if I run over an edge and didn't realize that I was supposed to jump, I get a second chance. Dylan just grabs the edge automatically. Lets me climb back up. Try again. Do a little breaking and entering. Why not? What is happening? Did I learn a move? Why did any of that just occur? There's been pop-ups that tell me to dodge, but they can't explain why I was able to just freeze time and turn the screen mode.
What was that thing?
That's a good sign, sister. With time, other memories will come back.
Okay. The guy in our head said that's a good thing, so it's a good thing. I feel like if I jump down there, I will die. But I should probably jump over there.
You're almost there. Follow Tommy's flying drones to his bar.
I can't believe we're still trying to get to this bar. This has been impressively absurd. Ooh. R1 to shimmy faster.
Memory, man. Anything will do. Just need a fix. My last one. And I'll stop.
Memory's unraveling. It's loosening a secondhand cyber orgasm. You're 2 steps away from fragmentation.
Anything, man. I just want to remember something happened.
I think we have all these little indicators to tell us where to go next, because a lot of this is not obvious.
Nice shortcut, Edge.
It's a good thing that exhaust fan was willing to plant itself in the wall a few feet lower so that we didn't die. We just gave the apartment building below that one free air conditioning. That could be a problem. Or not. Could be good for us. Saved us having to fight that leaper. Well, now the place is falling apart. I swerved a little too wildly. I would never successfully graffito tag with those sort of analog controls. The warriors would kick me right out.
Don't stop, Millen. Stop.
Also, in my test run of this game, it seemed like cutscenes were unskippable.
No going back.
You can pause them, but you can't skip them. Unless you can. And I just couldn't figure it out. But it seems like they do not want you skipping cutscenes under any circumstance. So I actually have a small choice. I can go up or down. That big dramatic sting indicates I wanted to go up. Maybe there were more collectibles if I were to go down. Push him over the edge. Well, we can see the CD bar. Still need to transform the entire rest of the city before we can actually get there. These orchestral stings are very much unlike the sci-fi techno music they've been playing throughout the entire rest of the game. I get why they're doing them, but this is inappropriate. Kind of breaks the mood, which is the opposite of the intended effect. Where's Tommy?
Johnny wants my heart.
There he is.
Johnny wants my heart for Christmas. You know that, huh, Tommy?
You're safe here, Bob. Don't sweat it.
Well, I'll be! Edge did it! Come here, sweetheart.
Nealon, it seems like a lifetime.
I'm sorry. I have no memory of you.
You really can't remember this pretty boy face of mine?
I'm sorry.
Hell. Well, we all lost bits and pieces in the war. But you're free, sweetheart. That's what counts.
I guess. Feels like I'm lost.
First things first, sister. Let's get you out of those straps.
Costume change. Getting out of our prisoner gear. Into what is sure to be fancy, respectful garb. Or probably that same creepy spandex thing.
It's yours. I rescued it from your safe house, along with your fancy combat skin. Lucky thing they caught you on a day off.
There we go, combat skin. It's battle latex.
Now this is 100% Nilin. Way above the model I used to use. It's beyond me, sister. You're the only one who can use it.
What did they do to you?
Down there, in La Bastille. Unlike you, I had to stay for the whole program. Well then, let's get you changed. Your combat skin is in the locker. Bob! Get out of here! I'll call Johnny! for the natives is they've got the memory of a goldfish. No risk of him turning you over to Olga Sedova.
The bounty hunter? Is she dangerous?
Determined. She'll turn the slum inside out to catch you.
Not just to catch you. Typical brain rat. Barely outside and already working.
Dylan?
This is for you, David.
Well, she's clearly ruthlessly efficient with the way that she could have killed us 100,000 times over by now, and still has opted not to do so. Let's steal her brain. So yeah, it looks like we're gonna Psychonaut our own assassin. And make her forget that she wanted to kill us and probably go kill her employer. Arguably an evil act in and of itself to control people's minds like this. But a cool sci-fi dystopian evil act.
This is for you, David.
This memorial transfusion has a good chance of healing your husband, Mrs. Sedova. Shared happy memories have an extremely positive impact on patients. The syndrome that your husband suffers from is a classic. Excessive memorial deletions, acute dependency on exterior mnemonic triggers. Aggravated risk of latent identity. Short, the inevitable shattering of already fragmented personality. Here, these endorphins should lubricate the process and help ease his receptivity to the transfusion.
Come on, David. Remember us. Remember yourself.
Memorial transfusion.
Say it. Say the title.
Don't worry. Olympia's the best
Give us a title drop.
memory
I guess it'll have to be Nilin who
affliction.
says the title at some point. Otherwise, it doesn't count.
Everything will be all right. With time.
Yes, of course.
Ah, good. The initial results are encouraging. We need to schedule more treatments. Great deal more. It's an extremely expensive process.
Continue, Dr. Quaid. I can cover his treatment.
Ooh. Make Dr. Quaid kill David. Alter the scene so Dr. Quaid kills David Sedova instead of curing him. Interesting. The acting on Dr. Quaid has been very disturbing. It's like halting. And it's probably intentional. But yeah, it really sells that he is a evil doctor. Despite the fact that he is saving a patient. So, rotate the L stick backwards until you find a memory glitch. Hold R1 to rewind faster. You gonna let me do it? You're approaching a memory glitch. Rotate R stick backwards, slower and slower. And L to stop on the glitch. Did I do it?
Olympia is the best hospital for the treatment of memorial afflictions. Everything will be all right. With time.
Yes, of course.
Ah, good. The initial results are encouraging. We need to schedule more treatments. Great deal more. It's an extremely expensive process.
Continue, Dr. Quaid. I can cover his treatment.
Unlocking the strap was not enough. And the right combination of memory glitches to make Dr. Quaid kill David. Back we go. I don't quite know how to identify a memory glitch. Like, what else we got? Okay, it's just gonna stop. Finding through the strap unlock will cancel that interaction.
The NMP is the best hospital
Okay.
for treatment of memory.
So there's the unlock strap over on the left side of the screen. You don't necessarily want to go past that,
NMP is the best
because that'll undo it.
affliction. Everything will be all right. Everything will be all right.
How scripted is this? Let's see. Being able to rewind and go forward like this is pretty neat. In like a rendered cutscene. Don't see that too much. It's a neat gimmick. All I can think is that I do have to go past strap. Yeah, that's a glitch. And there it went.
Aggravated risk.
Back there. Do the glitch. Gotcha.
Aggravated risk of floating identity. Short. The next fragmented personality.
Okay, we got something there too. Let's just activate every single glitch I can find. Which... Where'd the ping machine go? I just saw it. There.
Inevitable shattering of already.
That a glitch? We're shooting him with red.
Here. These endorphins should lubricate the process and help ease
Red is obviously worse than blue.
transfusion.
Is it killing him?
Tachycardia. This is unusual.
Doctor, what's wrong?
He's a little flustered, that's all. Nothing to worry about. Try to focus on peaceful memories.
Ooh, anesthetic mask. Look, we can screw with that. Right about here. Or not. Careful. The precision on this is surprisingly minuscule. Easy to miss your chances.
Come
Pop
on,
that
David.
mask off, see what
Remember
happens.
us. Remember yourself.
You didn't say the line, so now he's gonna die.
Down to the clouds, where do you crawl? What? The flies eat me! The flies hate me!
Now we just need that strap off. Scum.
Possible! You take my eyes! You degenerate! Die!
That was dramatic. Medical malpractice indeed. If your doctor says filthy scum die and then shoots you in the head, yeah, that's probably medical malpractice. You might have a case on your hands.
I'm not here to take you in. Do you still plan to take down Memorize?
Yes.
Then we share the same enemy.
Well, there's a turnaround. I mean, a happy turn-up. For everyone.
I know Olga has her own reasons.
Actually, just the one reason.
The great Olga Sedova siding with the errorist revolution. Must be something in the water.
Last time I took you in, you were young and quick on your feet. Just because you're not on my list doesn't make us drinking buddies.
Don't sweat it. I'll cancel the romantic weekend for two. But Nilin has a rendezvous with high society, and the route is alive with surveillance. Have you got any ideas?
Oh, I got better than ideas.
That's the Nilin I know. A magician. Nobody can turn heads quite like you.
First you hit me, then you ruin my little business. You want a love-hate relationship, you got one.
Whatever, we're wasting time.
Thanks, Tommy, truly.
You haven't lost it, sweetheart. Edge was right to bet it all on you. Everybody's counting on you!
Hop in the assassin's murder ship and be on our way. Further adventures of some sort. We still haven't been told the plan. Edge keeps it close to the vest.
My head may still be full of amnesia, but the risks Tommy and Edge have taken to free me have got me feeling troubled. Now they want me to punish Neo-Paris's privileged few. Edge talks about a clandestine mission to be accomplished in the heart of the Saint-Michel Comfortress. About a brutal wake-up of this high-security district, making it fertile for the seeds of revolution. And why not? Though his fight is legitimate, it's his friendship that has been clinging to my drifting thoughts. Why did our enemies erase my memory? Am I really that dangerous? In my chest, my throat, on the tips of my fingers, I can feel the throb of the power that scares them so. It scares me too. The power to take what someone is, their memories, and bend them to my will. To rewrite their history. To play God. The mere thought sends me reeling. If this ability really is the core of who I once was, then I must relearn what has been taken from me. I must master this talent.
Okay, the Shakespearean soliloquy was not necessarily to our benefit in the storytelling sense. Not that we needed a recap at all. And we were getting a good sense for Nilin as a character regardless, but sure, there it is. If you like melodrama, that's why there are comedy and tragedy masks on all the robots.
Welcome to San Michel District. Thank you for flying, Air Sedova. Good hunting.
I could do with a guide.
No can do. Family business to take care of.
That'll explain why the party's splitting up.
Your first target's name is Karori Sheridan. I need some confidential codes hidden in her memory.
Who is she?
The most famous architect in Neo-Paris. Stored in her brain is every detail of every building she's designed.
How do I find her?
Your contact goes by the name of Bad Request. He's waiting on the last floor of the Saint Michel Rotunda.
Well, that's awesome how cheesy all the cyberpunk names are. Love it. So, yeah, that was level 1. We got our introduction, our tutorial. We did a mind hacking. It was pretty awesome. That was, if I'm honest, a fantastic first impression. I loved everything I just saw. The combat was lackluster, and I am very much afraid that with such a combat-focused game, if they don't improve it rapidly, very soon, that's going to be a major, major sticking point. But the whole, like, mind hacking and rewinding the memories and stuff, that was really cool. The lore is great. The, like, goals that we have as a character to incite a revolution by taking down the ruling class. I am a little into that. I like our characters. Writing between the characters has been pretty solid. It gets a little up its own ass with psychologist or philosopher quotes and soliloquies. I don't know why that's necessary. Big orchestral stings. Those are gilding the lily in a way that is detrimental to the overall experience, but nonetheless, the experience thus far, fantastic. Maybe that's all there is to this game. Just a beautiful premise that goes nowhere. Or maybe it's a great game that I'm gonna love. Maybe I'll find out someday. That's my first impressions on Remember Me. Very, very happy to have finally been checking the beginning of this game out. Because, like I said, it impressed the hell out of me. Thank you for joining me on this trip down memory lane into an experience you've probably never seen before, because I certainly hadn't, and I feel like most people haven't. Good stuff. I may or may not return to Remember Me